honestly, I think you've got to be a little bit naive to challenge the status quo, because if you were to put a roadmap together of what the highs and the lows an entrepreneur would go through throughout their career, even the first few years of it, most people wouldn't want to do that or say, yes, please, let me jump in with both feet. So it takes a level of blind ignorance and a level of dreaming. I never thought I'd become an entrepreneur or like design my CV to become an entrepreneur or anything. I fell in love with an idea. That idea manifested itself to take up more time than I would have liked. My dream was to be a banker, and it's funny how things turn out, really.
When I met Rav, he looked like a guy with a plan, and it turns out he is. That's something that I found very appealing when joining a startup, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there who, have great ideas but don't actually have a plan to execute.
I first met Rav actually as a potential investor in the Market Mogul, and I guess the first thing I thought was, I was quite impressed with his passion. The guy really believed in the platform that he was creating, so there was that. And also just the way that he clearly had the next 2 to 5 years mapped out in his head, and that's sort of an ideal. He knew where he was going. He maybe didn't know exactly how he was going to get there yet and what path that would take, but he had this vision in his mind.
By having zero experience in industry, it's a lot easier to disrupt it because you don't have any preconceived notions. You just ask what if questions of, what if this happened? Why is this done like this? And then from there, step by step, you should hopefully start to make progress and make more progress and make more progress. And then looking back, suddenly like a few years have gone and you're like, wow.
He's gone out on his own to create this company. It's very easy to kind of push yourself into a sort of corporate job and move along that fairly set pathway. Even in this sort of age of entrepreneurship, it's still quite a brave thing to go out and actually do it.
To get through startup life, I think you need to have, it may sound silly, but a high tolerance to pain or uncomfort. Every day there's going to be something new that you fail at, or you learn about, or there's another crisis that you have to solve. And I think by becoming not only immune, but a magnet to solving those issues and jumping in feet first is, I think, one of the key things you need to have.
When you're an entrepreneur and when you're trying to disrupt something, there's going to be so many people that will willfully give you 20 reasons why something is not going to work, and there's very few people that are just going to say, you know what, I trust you, I'm going to get behind you, I think I know what you're doing, but either way I want to be there for the journey. And it takes a lot of courage to lean on the handful of people that are going to support you and ignore the rest.
If you truly have conviction in an idea, go all in. Don't have like dip one toe into the water and then have a safety net. Just go all in. Truly devote yourself to the idea that you have and the vision that you have, and see what happens.
I like the fact that he's very keen to do things immediately. Many times he follows his gut, and that's a very good idea, especially when you're an entrepreneur in a startup.
So long as you have that grandiose vision at the end and the persistence to just go through every single roadblock, never taking no as an answer, even a no is a start to a yes, I think they're the key things you really need to survive the first few years of entrepreneurship and entrepreneur life, because it's certainly not glamorous.